All right, Mr. Kapoor, appreciate your time. And please carry on down that path, and if you need people like us in the media, publicizing that, reach out to us. You're heading in the right direction, because that's how we teach these kids. I have the same problem. I have to assume that the media schools are not teaching them, the journalism schools are not teaching them, the mass communication schools are not teaching them. So they come to me, and 6 months I have to assume that I have to train them. Only then can they work. Kush Kapoor joining us, CEO of Rosette Hotels. Atul Puri now with us. He is the co-chairman of the National Council on International Tax at Assocham. Mr. Puri, obviously big ticket items for you. Angel tax is gone. International companies, corporate taxation has been cut by 5%. Your quick thoughts first, sir.
I think overall it's a very good budget, and which is going to impact the entire industry and the salaried employee at large. So there is nobody in the society which has been left untouched with this budget by getting the benefit. There was a lot of suspectability that whether the slab rates will be changed or not, whether the standard deduction will be changed or not. I think overall it has impacted every society, every sector of the individuals and corporates. Coming to the angel taxation, so just to give you an insight, as being part of the council leadership at Assocham, I represented the delegation before the Honorable Revenue Secretary as a pre-budget event where we were requesting them for certain changes, and we have been really feel honored that out of the large number of changes, at least 5 of them have been accepted and have been considered for amendment and modification in the budget. One of them includes obviously the angel taxation, which has been a very long litigation and contentious issue for the startups, especially in the .com companies. So that is one point. Second is related to the TDS prosecution, where if there is a slight delay in depositing the TDS by the company, the directors get prosecuted. So mind you, this is the only provision under the income tax where right now the imprisonment can happen, leaving aside the Benami Property Act and others. Under the Income Tax Act, this is the only provision. So relaxation of this was one of our core agenda, requesting the Honorable Finance Minister to either increase the limit or to completely abolish the prosecution proceedings. Third was related to the TDS restructuring of the rates, because there have been multiple rates which are applicable, and they are also creating a lot of confusion and lead to litigation. And fourth point was on the capital gain restructuring. Of late, with the continuous amendment in the budgets over the last 3-4 years, the capital gain restructuring was much required, because for financial assets, non-financial assets, there have been different rates, different time slabs, leading them either to long-term or short-term capital gain. So that's also a welcome move, and on top of all...
Okay, so hang a second, Mr. Puri. You are saying that the capital gains restructuring, which has already been announced, or the ones you say that will be considered over the next 6 months? Which one are you referring to, which is the net positive?
No, the already which has been announced, where for in case of long-term capital gain for a listed share, the listed scrips, the rate has been increased from 10% to 12.5%, but the minimum the threshold has been increased from 1 lakh to 1,50,000 rupees.
Okay, all right. Okay, so now, so let me get Mr. Gogia back into this conversation on that subject, because it's up its street. International corporate taxation down by 5% from 40 to 35%. Angel tax gone. Mr. Gogia, what impact does this have on actually getting international funds into India, investment into India, and of course corporate transactions happening into India?
I think this is a positive move, where the foreign investment and the foreign investors wanted certain certainty and in power. So they have reduced the tax rate for the foreign companies. They have also reduced the angel tax. And if you see restructuring